of style, a particular way of doing things, a particular pattern, how we are organizing our movement. Something important in any dance to feel the wholeness of your body, but in Paso, I would say that it's even more important how you need always to be aware of what your other hand is doing. We very commonly know what our main gesture is, but we very often forgetting what's the other side of the body is doing, how it's engaged, how it's giving not just a feel of facade, like a beautiful here, like all the trash behind, but any line we will be doing, we will be specifically aware what's the counter action, how the other side of my body is engaged, how it's helping me to feel the balance in my flow, that balance of the logic. It can be different patterns. Here we can decide that we picking both hands at the same time. So that will be awareness of the synchronicity. We can decide that one arm is going down and other one arm is building up. So particular decision to be expressed clearly through both sides. And so this will be the main aspect we're focusing today. And the other one, I hope we will touch a little bit. I was just playing a little with, I don't know, doing some gesture, and without the support of my core, without feeling it really inside. So if I'm just staying, like having my coffee, looking outside of my window and doing like some, like summoning gesture, like protecting gesture, it looked absolute nonsense. It looked like there is no meaning. It's like I'm just wiping the dust, like pushing my dog away. If I want to project a certain meaning, a certain mood from my gesture, it is so important that it's starting deeper inside. That the moment when I would like to like call you, it will not be like that, because you feel that it's, I don't know, not disrespectful, but it's lack of intensity. For the combination, we want the calling to come from much deeper inside, and then when it will be here, and then I will address to you. Now, this would be a much more appealing picture. This would be something which audience might believe, because this is like what you show the length of your arm, 1 yard, yeah. And same with commonly known like defensive movement or attacking movement. So how the feeling of like when I'm defending myself, when I feel some danger, some warning from. So when I do feel this, I become a little bit close. Hello. No problem, no problem. Oh, that's it. No more spots for you. You can grab home. Yeah, we'll give you an iPad and put you on the second floor, so you will be in the Zoom class. With Jean, yes, because she's so long in there. Yeah, so when you're thinking of danger and gesture, the sense of being alert, it's much more known. Then, if I decide to put my arm or that arm or some form of defending arm, they will be becoming much more truthful, because there is a particular mood, there is a vibration in your body which makes your gesture supported by what you're actually feeling, what you try to portray. And it's like I'm attacking. Yes, it needs to come from within, and when it comes from within, the same arms will be meaning much more. Yeah. So hope that we will get to this layer after we're done with the first one. A little combo. You can, I think, easy if you're facing one side and not doing something. So let's together, we'll solve, and we'll be twisting the inside of the frame to the right, and we will be closing our arms and turning and opening the elbow, and then changing our eyes to the right, and then we'll do the lapel with the right leg, go walk, walk, and then we'll be closing our wind up to go left, right, left, and the right in this rotation. Then we'll be going into syncopated button focus, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. That's very easy. Okay, sorry. Moving up, focus on to the left diagonal and combining closing left side and closing right side. So this will be two things which will help you look engaged throughout your body. Another thing that will be opening on both directions. Left elbow will go back, and the right arm will be trying to stay to the right, and the lowering and some elevation to the left, lowering to the right and elevation through the left would give you a sense of that invisible puppet master put his palm right through every limb of your body, and he moves not just one limb separately, he moves your whole body. So think that you're like a glove. Yeah? And inside there is a force moving all glove at the same time. So here, this will be something like that. Yeah, if we compare ourselves to the glove. So the left and the right closing. Then as we building through, we can think of keeping some lowering through the left while picking up through the right, and then we opening, but keep opening the left side to the left and trying to keep right in the place so that it will give us a sense of stretch. And yes, we're walking. Think that they decide to stay to the right and lead around to the left. They are constantly opposing one another. It's a force which not intermittent but consistent, and that's where you can close your energy in for this step. Continue going curved side and then crossing. And here with the stick, you probably will end with a closed hand. And that's why I want you to feel like if I'll give you two ropes here and there, and I would ask you to use your belly to pull them in opposite directions simultaneously. Then when you arrive, from the legs pressing to the belly and leading two directions, leading until we're ready to step into vodka, vodka. And here we'll okay, let's get there. Then we do one rotation there. We'll get there. So, ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 1 and 7, 8, and 1. Let's finish the 1. We'll see what we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Let's get it here. We'll do the next tricky thing too. Yeah. Is it a common thing in not only in Russia but before all the development of political correctness, that the ruler was a common teacher too, to teach the kids how to behave, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I guess what, the ruler had just a little bit of this, it only came to me as some object which we know of have a certain ability to bend. It's straight, but it can bend a little bit, so it's not a metal rod. It's something what can think that something of this sort of structure inserted inside your arm, and when it's like sticking through the shoulders to the arm, you can kind of bend it a little bit, but you cannot just break it. So when, like, say I'm seeing something like that, and then like that, it means if there will be some stick through your sternum shoulders, oh Lord, it will be broken. So think that you can try and like bend it a little bit, and bend it in, and maybe bend it out, and bend it out this way, but you're not breaking this angle. Yes, that should not be perpendicular. If you want your elbow to point backward, you need to find the way to turn your torso. And if at the same time, if you can even inspect my body, there is no broken angle between either this hand or this hand. I'm feeling it like I'm pulled over some big bubble, but I'm not fold around a rectangular object. Yeah? Here. And when you're walking, think that somebody pressing a big gym ball into your back and holding your elbow in your arm. So you may press with the round object into your back. So there is a curve in between your hands, but it's not broken. And here, yes?
Which was hands, right?
Yes. Walk, 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 and here. Okay, I'm doing it in front of you. I'm doing it this way. Whoop. And as I'm stepping, I'm keeping my arm just a little bit more in front because I want to highlight the passage. I will still do all of that because I like that. And wait, here. Let's try to think. Always two directions. So the moment when I'm going down, I feel that this pressure to the ground gives me a sense of elevation. So it's not all down, but as soon as I'm like, it's like, everything ever buying your balloons, I don't know, from a party store, you want them inflated? Yes, so they, and how quickly they inflated from the tank. Yeah? So think that you have this valve, and as soon as you open it, so in the valve, you're opening it into yourself. And as big of a balloon you want, you inflate it in like 4 counts, you're full of helium and ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now visualizing the left and the right. 5, 6, 7, 8. Up and somewhat similar. As soon as I'm doing up, I give myself just an extra piece of energy to walk. And here, step across, pulling. So, ladies, I'm only fan of a nice line of your butt, but for Paso, give it a little different, I think a little different presentation. So when you get into your thing, you don't have this Caribbean style, yeah? So when let's just check slowly how as we get into the last 2 steps of our walk, bend, knee, and that's where you're deciding to go not in a human way or go in a Paso Doble. So that's where the action will be different. And continuing rotation, continue. So That's where you can really visualize if left and right side they complementing one another with flow. And if you give it enough attention, anticipation of release, and that's in this part. Beyond what? A more common way to do preparations to wind up and then start doing the whole. But the more specific way to get ready for syncopation is to get yourself up to the moment of placing the weight in a particular spot. So not in a previous shape and I'm like making it like I have an bed, but like I have think that you have a little laser. So you want to place your laser on the exact spot and then it'll buzz. Yeah? So that's what will be so cool when you enjoying extra time in your routines or in your practice drills to develop the movement in anticipation. Yeah? Well, usually you can, if this whole flow is a little bit compromised, what's usually the problem? Get to the position and be not quick enough to initiate the change. You go ta ta ra ta 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 ra, it's already late. So we can also think of this idea of like a tank with helium or something which pours or inflates into us, that as soon as we're making a step, whoa, we need this channel to open and to start moving some way inside us or moving us. Yeah? So let's just do it again. We have, let's say, 3 key opportunities. One is here. And the second one is here. More obvious because we're already kind of in the falling to go. That's not so obvious opportunity, but it's again, so it goes slow, quick, quick, slow, slow, and that's our third one. Quick, 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 slow. Yes. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? You good with this combo so far? Nothing too difficult? Ready? And enough space for everyone? Yeah, no, I'm just, yeah. And break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. Whoosh! I surprised myself. So let's say from here. Let's see if we can do it. We'll be turning, swinging our arm down, closing, and changing weight. And here we'll be opening our leg to the back and opening our elbows out and up. Walk, walk, and we're in the beginning. Just there you are. In the beginning, and we can go 7 degrees. So now I'm a fan of challenging in both ways. Okay, let's waterfall. Let me see once. Let me see. So just do this first 3 elements. 5. Can you just can make one step forward, so maybe you have at least a couple of feet behind you, so when you go into this third step, you can feel the depth of your curve. Same, just a couple steps forward. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Yes, no worries. Nikolay. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. That's good. Let's quickly form group of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Rest and Vivian. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3 guys that will be with you. So what will we be doing? Get up with Vivian and Rest. Yes. We're comfortable. Vaccinated mask. Yes. Okay, good. So the simple thing. I'm staying like that, and you hold my elbow. So you hold my elbow, and let's say you push me back, and you push me forward. So like, no, you're not dancing. You're assisting. One is pressing, one is assisting. Yeah. So and now not pulling me away, but you push me like that. I'm just doing this, and you push me forward. So, and yes. So the idea, and let's start again. So now my feel is to move these two guys a little more because you're doing a little less. Yes. Change your hands. Like push me over the feet now. Pulling me. Yes, and you push me. Yes. Now I want to feel that and change. Change. Yes. Change. Yes. Push me from the back. Push me this way. Yes. Yes. Okay. This guy wants to challenge me. Like, so much to take. So now his turn. You understand what to do? Why I'm doing this? It's still a lot of a lack of feeling the wholeness, that the shape of your arm is moved from inside. So it will, again, glove, I'm not doing this separately from that. I'm turning my wrist, and that's why my pinky and my thumb is going back or forward. Yeah. Now, this first two movements, they're very clearly designed to practice this initiation from inside, which have to affect both sides simultaneously. Yes, not too complicated, just understand that again. Whoever is practicing, like you're doing the first. Still, one arm in front, one in the back. So now you, let's say, holding like that, and you hold like that. And you can say, like, go too far. So resist a little bit, but you stay on two legs and move both. Yes, and a couple times. So you're not just changing. Yes, and feel connection to your core that you can move to a side simultaneously. Yes, and change. And ready. Partner, yes. Start with one hand in front, so we're going exactly. Yes, so now this is going like that, and yes. And now you can use it. Yeah, so no. And now reverse. Yes, so feel that it's from your legs, from your core. You have to like find out who's the strongest dancer. You get to see straight from your legs. Okay. This one pushes that way. Yes. Yeah. Maybe inside. Yes. Good. 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 And reverse. Yes. Work. Good. Now you can turn like that. Yeah. Feel it, yes. And opening the thing. Yeah. You got right there. That's where you turn. One more time. Yeah. Yes. Good. You know, there's no ready, and 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Use the legs, use the legs. Yes, yes, yes. Good. At one time. Move, roll the leg of the floor. This one. How you can move. Okay. Yes. Okay. One more time. Yes, open the big one, open this one. Good. So now we will change the one here and one here. And now stay in the closed position. Okay, that is when you feel that you need one, switch, put the first one again, and the diamond on top. So this position. And the same exact thing. Yes, you put one on front. Yes, now this is here, but yes, you're keeping your diamond. And you're connecting it from yes, strong legs, work it, good. And eyes in place. Oh, yes. So you know how the space between, let's say, your throat and your collarbone that changes. So how now right one goes all the way to the back, this one is in front. Now you need stability. Yes. Yes. Good. Please try to do it more. You can soften the knees just a little bit softer. Know that you're activating, and that's where your rotation starts. So, yeah. I want to feel that that's where you start. Yeah. 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 You can tell like, oh, I didn't listen more. They're pushing different. Yeah. Yes. So from the leg to the center and turning. Yeah, opening the collarbone, opening. Very good. Very nice. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, okay. So let it go all the way to the back. Go all the way to the back. And so, one more time. Very good. Let it go all the way. Yeah, like that. Now, one goes. This goes forward now. This goes back. Okay. Look forward to the mirror. Mirror, right forward. Okay, sorry. Yes. And Sharon goes on. Yeah. Right forward. Yes. Shape is here we go. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Not that. Go without this. Because you want the collarbone over this. Yes.
Okay, ready? All right.
If your medallion, like doing yes. Okay. Honestly, how okay. Yes. Yes. Good. Now you will just try one of the shapes you get here, and I'll you question? No? Yes. I was just doing the same to Jennifer. So do this little diamond thing. Yeah. And now imagine that it's pull up. Okay. So just imagine that you on the pull up bar and you're starting to pull yourself, pulling your chin above the bar. Slowly. How you do? Grab the bar. Grab the bar and do this thing. So think that you try to grow through your arm. So yeah, a certain activation of muscles right here. Yesterday with Suzanne was finding like another comparison is an upward dog. So when you go upward dog, just try to feel how you're activating the muscles on your back to keep the space between your biceps and your pecs just a little more air. Yeah? And when I'm another thing, lifting my arms up, like this, I'm visualizing my shoulder blades like gears. So I'm doing with my shoulder blades that, and that what now you're ready and elevate your arms, lift them. So the more I want to lift, the more this continue to go that way. And if you see it, if you look at my fingertips, they go where? Yeah. They go down, exactly. So that's a few approaches. One is a distance like this, just reminding you how you can open the sternum even through the arms on the top. Second one, just gently rising them up. Yeah. Let's hold my shoulder blades like this. And the moment when I want to lift my arm, that will be my sense of security. And then when I move, you see that's where the turning is coming. The more you will go here, the more inaccuracy you will get. Yeah? So we try top 10, we try bottom 10. Let's do now just by ourselves, and let's do with one arm. Let's say this will be our diagonal. And let's start placing our arm, let's say 6 o'clock to the back, and this arm to the front. And try to feel some imaginary resistance on both hands. At first, let's focus on the right one. How you're pressing your right hand against something, and because there is a resistance, the sense of moving the torso and delaying the hand should be pretty obvious. Yeah, now the same, but let's focus on some opposition on the left elbow. And we're doing the same, but we're focusing on opening the left elbow. So really, it's pretty common. The idea of balance is crucial, and how we're playing with this. And I'm like, oh, this advice or that advice. Depending on what you're doing now. If I saw, let's say, that's doing something like, let's say, okay, think of your shame like somebody is lifting your left side, like it's elevating, and that's how you lower your right side. Yeah, If somebody would be too much here, I would say, like, don't forget there is some heaviness on your right. So, but generally, the idea of flow up through your body is not enough. We usually think compressing more and more resistance, blah, blah, and going too heavy into the slides. But there can be intensity, but also control and lightness. That's why I would suggest that generally think of, even when you're standing up, think of elevation in your left side, and that elevation which allows you to feel the lower in your leg. Increase a little bit this lower shape, yeah? So let's visualize this flow up through our left side, and that's the place from where I can bend a little bit. And now let's place our arm without compromising the height of the leg. Good. And now, can we just bounce a little bit on the ball of the foot? And think that, like my right butt is itching and my left butt just want to like scratch it. Like pressing the left butt cheek into the right. So after sitting all, like rotation is happening much deeper, much narrower inside. Yeah? Okay. Beginning. That's the tricky one. So that's where you can watch Nikolay is not always true to the word. So yes, I'm closing this line a little bit bigger in the beginning here. But I'm quickly passing through this when I'm opening and then changing. So when we do this transition, can we please think of a, let's say, buoyancy of the right leg and left leg? So when you would like to, let's say, change from here, let's just feel that we start pressing stronger into the left foot. Pressing stronger into the left foot, whoosh, and we have this. And I think, okay, I will press a little more into the right foot, and it will, is anyone certified in diving? Yay! Okay, yes. You just whole thing when you're in this device, which, okay, you have a heavy weight which pulls you on the ground, and your vest is inflatable, and you're the one regulating it. So you want to go deeper, you deflate it a little bit, and the weight. You want to get a little higher, you inflate it there. But the thing is, it's happening with the delay. It's not like immediately. So you inflate it, then you're going a little bit higher. You're deflating it, you go a little lower. So if you're like, oh, I'm not elevating the more, you will go too high. So why I'm saying it here? Because I want you to feel how, like a little reservoirs, a little delay of the process. Okay, pushing, reacting. If I'm staying here and I'm compressed, the push to the right foot first comes to my belly here, and then comes through the ribs, and then slowly unfolding my compression. Push. And here I'm like a little more over my right side. It's dominating. Now if I want to change, I'm feeling a little extra pressure to the left, and that's what will be triggering the change. So a little adjusting, like pedals, acceleration and braking. That's the thing you want to get into. So ready here. So in this first shape, which foot will have a greater pressure? For the following shape, so we shape it that way. Right. The right foot will be having greater pressure because we want the right side to kind of elevate earlier, let's say. Or yeah, be better supported until now. What was your answer? Left. Until now, left is the right answer to lead you into the shape. And why else it's good? Because now you can do walk, walk, exactly the application of exercise. Left arm in front, like pointing to Camille almost. And now think that you have a rope attached and you're pulling Camille towards me. Can you grab Camille and pull her towards me? Yes, exactly. Yeah. Ready. Beginning and one and up. Mervin, just go a little bit softly so there is a room for the development because we planned a lot of time. If it's already straight, you're missing some ability to enhance your recharging. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's good. That's good. So let's do one more time. Jason, for example, just telling you, but everyone is listening and doing it better. Try to feel that there is a certain heavy object you carry in your right hand. So the moment when you're inflating your right side, it's not just goes right away, but there's exactly this delay in your buoyancy. Like things are building up inside, but the arm is still crossed. And this is hip and knees. And when you're straightening, it's okay to have this stored like a half moon shape, which will then be changed to another shape. So when you're sitting like that, the style is not there. We want to feel like extra pressure in the right, give us this shape. Yes. Right. Yes, Jeannie, I'm here with you. And we get inflated inside our body until it's enough force to lift on that, to release this burden. And pressing to the left, it will change in elevation of the right elbow. And now in this shape, we go into the turn, ready to release the right leg. Please keep your eyes as much to the right as you can. You're walking to the left, but your attention is still on the right. 3, 4, and 5. This is where you change. 4, and wherever you're pulling. Stay. Yeah. Go. Let's do it the same way. Here, increasing pressure over the left. So it means the left side will dominate, will be inflated. Vivian, half moon, yes, ready. From here, start building your half moon from a very high sense of pelvis. Yes, please to the left. Push. Yes. Ready. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. Method, when you're walking, please try to feel how the weight of your head will give a sense of trace. When your head is in front, a little more like dog chasing the stick. Yes. Yes. And it might be a little bit scary, but we're not going full out. And yes, you better. Let's do it like this. You don't see where you're stepping, but you have your arm. So your left arm is is your sensor. Okay. You're not stumbling into anything. It means you have enough space for the following step. Kind of this. So that's why your arm is needed to be there. Yeah. Maybe just address one thing of yours, and again, it's related to everyone. And please feel how we're choosing the speed of processing to reach our highest line before going down to the other side. So let's say on 4, I would like to be on almost that line where I want to feel that my voice is changing and I go to something else. If it will go from here, how much unrealized potential? 1, 2, 3, and look, if I go down 4, then I'll spend a little longer, 5, and then I will be start changing my pressure with feet. 7, 8, walk, and step. Good, other front, yes, and pulling them around. That's the tricky one, I think. That's my wind up. If I release it, I will be able to accelerate. For the syncopation, we're selling not the syncopation of your torso. It may be in some other part, but it's rarely a syncopated twist. We usually have a particular time for wind up or a regular turn. We're syncopating the foot placement. So make a most favorable position to make your leg operate like a, I'm saying it's wrong all the time, but sewing machine, because I was keep saying sewing machine all the time. And our previous student, she was say, "Yeah, it's me, I'm sewing machine." she was a she's a lawyer. Yeah? So let's say that we're not like shuffling something with sewing, sewing. Here, preparing and good. So you think, if you think of some inflatable toy or like floating device, so to have it a little more rigid, you pumping up more air. So here, what I want myself to feel, not like two noodle hands, but like there is a common space from fingertips to fingertips, common space and common structure. Then I'm doing, if you look at my pecs, now if you look, but there is no way for me to move because through this inflation, I'm uniting them. Yeah. All the quick ones again. If we will keep the frame like that, we most probably will struggle. We will have too much weight going into each of the rotation and will look crazy. So I think when we deciding to express a quick pattern, it is fine to do arms like gestures, not like the body movement. But so when I say a gesture like, how can I'm not doing yes, you like I don't need to you. So it don't need to be body. It can be just a gesture. So when we get to here to this moment of pulling, let's see how we'll allow our arms have freedom to go. So you see in the exercise I was doing, the movement of your collarbone and the arm was almost identical. That is beautiful, spacious, but applicable when we have time for this. In this particular one, you can see that my elbows are visiting front and back, but my collarbones are moving much less. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So let's just see how the arms change like lighter, and we do initiate them, but then they continue without the torso. One. Yes. Not bad. I see some good things and some bad things. Let's just really make them loose, and can we try and do it from our legs? So now I feel like I'm changing the pressure from a little bit from left to right, now from right to left, walk. So if you look at my leg, they have, and I will just speed it up a little bit, walk. Then you probably, yes, good, good. Now just allow your elbow to bend a little bit. Whoosh, so when it's swinging, it's straighter, and then when it's bending, when I'm already reversing. Yes. So you see that when I would be going, we also can imagine a little like a waistline and how the arm is gliding right along it, right along the waistline from the back forward with the index and from the forward back with the pinky. Also, when you think about this, you will be pushing yourself to some articulation. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. With shortened trajectory. It's not a big one, it's very short. So with a tiny turn, when I was right there, I'm reserving extra time for some articulation. So let's try to improve this proportion. Nice, but it's taking too long. So feel that for this one, for this particular one, see when we go 1, 2, 3, and be ready to go very quickly. Too long, yeah? Right there. Yeah, right there in the process going. And now, for the next step, you have a time to do a little wrist articulation. Time, ready, small trajectory. Ready from beginning phase. Taking time to develop full length. Not forgetting about half moon and carry something heavy at first. So the build up is internal. Yeah. And then two sides. After that, walking. Here will be here when you're walking. And then take your time to inflate, feel that the arm. Maybe the word is, we can do pulling, but we can also use the word unfolding. If they were like folded, a folding device, great. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. That was pretty good. I'll come just a little faster. Jason, please, when you go. The arm is your counter force. Get an arm. Don't do it here and you lost out of the way. I have the arm there. You can walk. You can think of the king. You carry it wide enough for the bull to pass and not put his horn into your butt. Ready. Much better with using your legs and the idea of increasing pressure to change shape. So I'm very careful not to see just bending, but I'm particularly thinking inside to produce it. Ready. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, 3, 4. So, Marco, I think you're ready to do the video. Yeah. Ready? Looking good. Looking good. Starting. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Yes, yes, yes. So, not that. You just go over after the last movement. No, no, no. Be careful with the joints, like don't go crazy to injure them, but just try to think, if you stay in place and you're increasing speed, so I'm telling you, you need to go in the speed like 1, 2, 3, 20, 20, 20, 20. There has to be some, like a protection and stall, so you don't go too much in one way because you will for sure not be on time for the next one. So according to the tempo, I'm choosing how soon I'm braking. So if you will do this, you would feel a little like, and really try to do it from the bayonet, from 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So it's from the bayonet, your arms are loose. Most of the general, I cannot specify, but the general thing was that you didn't really get narrow enough planning for the fast one. We're like, whoa. Yes. We'll start here without our moments and we'll just decide to run another way. So let's get to this place and think of this. When you have time to do this, like inflating or pulling, get your attention narrower in your core, very compact. And when you're moving 1, 2, 2, continue to go, continue to go. I know you feel like you can feel when it comes to me. Was the faster I go, the more important it became not to do any weight shift. It was what? This was a feeling of my weight change, no lateral shift at all. Ready? One more time from beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 3, and 4. Ooh, that's better. It just look different because by the end, you all look like you. Again, I hope I say that correctly. Wrapped in your hand. We're not like it's flying out and you barely hold it. You was all like a Rome legislator or a Rome senator in the toga. Yeah? Yeah, I know some of the sculpture. One more time, just a little bit faster, and we'll take a break. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Very good. That look classy. That's look characterized, and again, Wikipedia style definition, a particular way of doing things, a particular pattern or procedure. So our procedure for Paso Doble shape changes is not to move our arms separately. It's to think how we have a certain wholeness between left and right, and we can find some adjustment internally, then it would be a more meaningful and more more better. It will be more better. It will be different class of your appearance. Thank you for good work. Let's take a little break and we will be in our next class in a couple of minutes. Yeah. Okay, Jim. Let me see you. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. That's good. Very nice. So, Gina, I would only say Turnout is not really, maybe just think a little bit narrower, so that, yeah, just that you can feel a little more of this flow. I think it just couldn't find the right track. And the moment when you're changing, I would like to see this. It was a little bit like that, without your right side to react and pass something to the left. So when it's here, it will, now maybe the word animalistic. So when there is a close-up of a tiger, then there is a thing, yeah? It's not a horse before the race. Yeah? Okay, look very good. Well grounded, well connected.